You will beware. You're in for a scare.
Hey, but watch out!
Patrick, thanks so much for looking after Brandon. Uka, how did you land that reservation? Lucky, I guess. That's a wonderful jacket. Let me guess. Corinthian leather. Oh, it's so soft. Your compliment was sufficient.
Hello, Halberstram. Nice tie. How the heck are you?
Alan has mistaken me for this guy, Marcus Halberstram. It seems logical because Marcus is also in honors philosophy and in fact has the same homeroom as I do and also has a penchant for leather jackets. Marcus and I even go to the same barber, although I have a slightly better haircut.
How's honors philosophy going, Marcus?
Oh, it's all right.
Really? That's interesting. That's not great.
Oh, well, you know.
How's Mr. Norman? He's a great teacher.
Oh, yes, I'm very lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Alan. Congrats on the stats test.
Thank you, Baxter.
Listen, Paul, lunch.
Give me a grilled cheese sandwich.
Cool. How about dinner Friday?
No can do. Got an 8:30 reservation at Uka. Great roasted chilean and sea bass.
Jesus, Uka, how do you swing that? I think he's lying. What's that?
New card. Let me know what you think.
Whoa, very nice. Look at that.
Picked it up from Picture Day.
Good coloring.
That's corrugate yellow, and the lettering is something called Sicilian Braille.
It's very cool, babe, but that's nothing. That's really nice. Mughal green with Romalian type. Nice. Jesus, this is really super. How did a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
I can't believe Bryce prefers Van Patten's card to mine.
You guys ain't seen nothing yet. ASB lettering, pale nimbus, yellow leather.
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Paul Allen's card.
Look at that subtle ivory white background. The Keck in yellow. Oh my gosh. It even has fonts on it.
Something wrong, Patrick? You're sweating.
Yeah? Okay, sweet. Breaking news! Monkeys have escaped and have gone all over the quad.
They're after me! They're after me! They're after me! They're after me, monkeys! Why does x minus 2 slope intercept formula? No, these are piecewise. I didn't do the whole mic. Oh no.
Good evening, gentlemen. As far as a federal investigation, we're here looking for any bananas amongst all of you. You see this? Really? Yeah. You don't make my buddy here, Andy, okay?
Look, no, don't touch me, don't touch me!
Thank you for your service.
They're after us. They're after us. No! 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 No!
Funny monkey, lovable, I love monkey. Funny monkey, funny monkey. Funny monkey, funny monkey.
Hey! Banana!
Wait! Bro, I was tired before it even happened.
Michael, get me out.
You guys gotta hide us. Act like we're a student. Act like we're a student.
Good evening, ladies and gents. We're part of the FBI, Federal Banana Investigation. So, have any of you in here seen bananas at all? No? You better be telling the truth, because my man here, you don't like them when he's angry. I don't know. We've been getting a lot of stuff lately.
I think I saw about 32.
You don't know you? Wow.
Look really familiar. You got to hide us, guys. They're after us. Hide us.
Go with me now.
Welcome back to Tying TV. I'm Maria.
Hi, Mia.
And we're here with
Thomas. JD.
and today we're going to be painting them as Halloween themed monsters.
Oh my god.
I like JD.
Thank you.
I'm going to go with the pumpkin.
I would have to say Jack-o'-lantern. Yay!
There we go.
Sorry.
The pumpkin's great.
The pumpkin.
Yes!
There we go.
I think I'm gonna have to vote for the vampire.
There's one more.
Basically him, he scared you.
Both of them look so cute.
Which one looks more Halloween?
Which one do you like better?
It's very difficult.
Thank you, Dr. Bacchus.
Thank you.
Both of you look so cute together.
Look at his beard.
I definitely.
Okay, how many votes for the vampire?
Oh.
Boo!
How you doing, pumpkin? I'm sorry, I have to go with Thomas because of the hair.
See, that's exactly No, ours was good. What are you talking about? Look, blood and everything.
Hi guys, this is our podcast on Area 51. I'm Seb.
I'm Callie.
And I'm Amanda.
Let's get right into it. So Area 51 has been hyped up for a long time, but for many, many odd reasons. And people struggle to find information about it, and they're very interested in conspiracy theories. And when they have conspiracy theories, they're very, very invested in it. They're very interested, and they become obsessed as well. So they try to find anything anything to support them, even though if it sounds bizarre.
Obsessed?
Yes, obsessed. Like, they won't stop talking about it. They'll, try to influence. And that's the thing. A lot of social media influencers will have conspiracy theories, and a lot of their followers will believe it.
Yeah, because the problem with today's society is that we're just very, influenced by people and we can't make up our own opinions, so.
How do you know they're not telling the truth?
Well,
What are your thoughts on Area 51, Seb?
So I think Area 51, people think Area 51 is purely just, alien, okay? It's not just about that. It's also a military testing site where they develop different things, but a lot of the things that they develop, or a lot of the research that they do there as well, is about extraterrestrial life.
How do you know what they develop in there?
Well, we don't know, but we just know that it's a military developing site.
No, you don't know that. You don't.
Yes, we do, because we've done research on it, and there are sites that tell us that...
Who is we?
Callie's annoying. I did research, and I learned that Area 51 is a military development base, and just military base. And
That's what they want you to think.
This is from a credible source. And also, going back to influencers and how we think they're true, well, we don't know if they're true, but we know if they're not true based on factual evidence and by research that we can do. And sometimes their stuff that they say has no factual evidence. Therefore, we can rule out that what they're saying is not true. So, first we start off in the 50s with President Eisenhower. So he built a base in Nevada, which was Area 51, to develop and test CIA spy planes. So that's one of the things that they started developing. These were called the U-2s, and their main purpose was to provide surveillance and recon info of their enemy aircraft or vehicles. So it started development in 1955 by Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, and Skunk Works is a division of the prestigious company Lockheed Martin that works on special and experimental models. But going back to UFOs, so during the early years of Area 51's operation, we see a lot of people claiming to have seen UFOs, which are unidentified flying objects. Some people say that they're real, some people said that they are strange Soviet aircraft, as during this time the US and the USSR have been in conflict with each other, also with the space race and trying to reach the moon.
Russia?
Yeah, Russia. At that time it was the Soviet Union. Or the USSR, and so people wanted to find out about all this, so they started making theories, and that's where it first started.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. So, and one of these theories was that the government had been keeping aliens. Very interesting. So, Area 51 is probably the most secretive of all current operations in the U.S. military and the government. Everyone that they hire is like a liability and a risk to the protection and security of the Area 51 program.
So why would they have to have all this security if they're not keeping anything from us, you know?
Wait, can you say that again?
Why do they have all the security if they're not holding anything, holding information from us?
Well, they are holding information from us. That's why it's super secretive. They're not telling us a lot of stuff. There's stuff that we don't know.
So then why do you believe that everything they're doing is okay? Why are you so against us, saying that Area 51 is all crazy or whatever?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that so I think the reason that a lot of these conspiracy theories or any theories that you guys come up with might not exactly be true, because I think a lot of these, because your point of view on Area 51 could be either scientific or religious, but science and religion contradict each other. see science that says that okay, there is probably a lot of extraterrestrial life. I know Amanda, reading your research, you say that this universe is too big for there not to be any other creatures, and that is, and from a scientific point of view, that is very. That's very reasonable, but there's also the religious point of view, and from the Bible and from different scriptures that we read, we see that God only created things so he took time to create all creatures on Earth, but it doesn't mention any other planets, and he made all the creatures on Earth, and we know all these other creatures. So that's why, from maybe a religious point of view, people might not think that aliens are real or there isn't any other extraterrestrial life outside this planet. There, of course, could be other forms of life on this planet that we don't know about. But obviously, there is also research on that stuff as well.
So yeah, I understand what you're saying about like the religious and the scientific aspects of Area 51. A lot of people have their different theories. Area 51 has always and will continue to be a controversial yet interesting topic. There are so many theories about Area 51. Some are believable, while others are quite literally impossible. There are theories about the government, aliens, and weapons all involving Area 51. Why do you guys think Area 51 is such a big topic to debate over, and why are people so passionate about it?
I think it's such a popular topic because curiosity fuels a lot of people just wanting to know about what's going on, creates such a big topic because everybody thinks differently and everybody has different points of view. So it's very interesting to see all the different points of view.
What I think makes it such a hot topic is that it's so much different from any other events that we see in today's world. And also, I think the secrecy about it is because I feel like people want to know stuff. And if they don't know stuff, they want to find out. And so this is where you see all these conspiracy theories being made.
Okay, yeah, so originally I was supposed to talk about some of my Area 51 theories. Then I realized I don't even have any. It's never concerned me at all, so I've never even thought about it. I think it's kind of silly and childish to get all worked up over something that will never even be discovered. It's not like the government will ever let us in on something so top secret. One of us would probably have to become a Fed to be able to understand what really goes on inside the walls of Area 51.
I just don't understand why it's so top secret. Like, if they have something to hide, I understand your point, but obviously eventually it's gonna get out. Like, all big secrets eventually get out. So
Yeah, so like Callie said, I feel like, they're going to be really secretive about it, and they're probably not going to give away any information, but stuff always gets leaked, whether by spies, by accident, on purpose, to make the government angry. But going back to the secrecy part, I think they're being so secret because they don't want other countries to be in on it. They want to be the center of attention or the focus of the discovery of extraterrestrial life. That's not to say that other countries aren't doing other research. Maybe we just don't know about it. But I think, like, going back to the 60s and the 50s with the space race between the US and Russia, we see that a lot of the information that got leaked goes to the other country, and you could see a lot of similarities between different aircraft and research and information.
So I've debated on whether or not I think aliens exist. In my opinion, our universe is definitely too big for us to be the only living creatures. There has to be other civilizations and societies out there, and they probably think the same things that we do. They probably wonder if they too are the only creatures in our universe. Maybe they do not look the ways we do, but they're definitely there. How do you guys think they look?
I don't think they have to look completely different than us. Like, they could be our doppelgangers, like, on the other side of the universe. They could look exactly like us. They could be living the same exact lives, but that's the whole thing. We have no idea what they look like, what they do, what their tendencies are, and that's why it's so interesting.
So previously when I talked about from a religious point of view, there not being any other creatures created on Earth by God, I actually kind of changed my mind. I thought, what if there are the exact same creatures from this Earth, but on other planets, and maybe actually they might look different, because I think through evolution and adaptation, and as we see through our history, the looks of animals and their features and their body parts have changed from adapting to certain environments. So maybe they might be like, let's say if there is a bluebird and it has and there, you have a regular bluebird on here, but on the other planet it might have extra feathers or a weirder face or different nostrils or something, so that they could breathe better, or they have a certain feature that adapted to the other planet. So I think that's definitely a possibility, and it's just really exciting knowing that there might be other creatures outside of our world.
Yeah, so we can see that, like, by talking about Area 51, Seb's opinions on it changed, because earlier he was looking at it in more of a religious way, but now he's looking at it in more of a scientific way, and I think that we can see that he's like interested in it.
Yeah, so do you guys remember when everyone was gonna raid Area 51, or does everybody know about that, or no?
Yeah, I remember it was this whole big thing on social media, and everyone was like making plans or whatever, and then when it actually came, no one actually went.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on TikTok, and it was kind of crazy, and I kind of just laughed because I saw people doing it for the memes, you know, and I saw people were gonna be like, "Oh, Naruto running to Area 51," so that was kind of funny, kind of interesting, but I never really heard about it afterwards, like what happened. I'm guessing people got arrested.
It's actually funny because a lot of people did go. So basically, people got sick of waiting and wondering what was hidden beyond those gates, and they all decided that they would break in. Their mentality is, if there's enough of us, they can't arrest all of us. Unfortunately, this was not the case. This all started on Reddit, I believe, and it just kept getting bigger. From all over the country, people were starting to get involved, and they had no idea what they were getting themselves involved in. The internet started blowing up with big Area 51 raid. My brother is rarely ever on the internet, and he heard of it. That's how I knew it was getting big. Now, whatever's in there, they really don't want us finding out, because they brought out the big guns. I don't think anyone was seriously injured, but so many people were tased and arrested. There were rumors that some guards had giant machine guns in their hands and a rifle on their hip. What is the use of 2 guns? They really weren't there to mess around.
Yeah, I think going back to secrecy and the security, they don't want anything being leaked, or they don't want any outside people without that security or that, that confidentiality to know anything about Area 51. So I guess they gotta do what they gotta do, and they have certain laws in place to do that. And when they have that ability to do it, they're gonna do it.
But I also think that by using all these weapons and stuff, they're just intriguing the people more, because then they just want to know, okay, if they're being so secretive and if they have to use all this stuff on us, then what are they really keeping behind the walls?
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, consistently I have to say the word rumor, because there are barely any pictures or recordings from that day. It was crazy because all the buzz was surrounding it, and then all of a sudden it went silent. This really goes to show how much power the government has over us. And if you really think about it, the government sent out people before it even started, and they were armed and dangerous. They sent out enough guards to cover thousands of people who were rumored to be attending. The fact that people would doubt the power of the government is so stupid. How could they just think that they wouldn't get any word of their weekend festivities? They have so much control over everything and anything and everything, and it's crazy. There's really nothing they can't do. And they thought that by taking people out and arresting them would shut the people up, but it just created more curiosity. Literally anything could be behind those gates at this point. No one knows. Usually you'll find someone who has a family member or who has been to these unknown places, but no one has. I don't even think the people that work there even know what they're working for. They keep this place under serious protection. And people were so mad about being kicked out. How are you just going to be mad that they didn't allow you in a government authorized building? But I do understand their frustration.
Yeah, I think people are kind of unreasonable or just not realistic when it comes to these things. Like when you're when you're entering or when you're attempting to enter this like high security, famous like base that's known for extraterrestrial life, you know, it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be heavily guarded, and they're gonna do everything to keep you out, and they're gonna use whatever they need to, whatever laws they have, whatever they need to do to keep it as secure as possible.
And yeah, I agree. My brother was actually going to go on the raid, and he was really serious about it and thought it was going to be an amazing idea. But my dad was convinced otherwise. If you know anything about the cops, it's that they're going to do their job no matter how many people get in their way. My dad tried to make this very clear to my brother because he didn't want him getting hurt or getting in trouble. Like, going to this thing could ruin your life. Would you guys be willing to risk it all just to find out what's in there?
No, I feel like just for the thrill of it and just for knowing something or finding out something that may not even be what we think, it might not be as interesting, it's definitely not worth wasting your entire life or risking what you have and your family and in your safety and most importantly your health.
No, I wouldn't do it either. I'd just let like stupid people do it, and so then like they'll experiment for me, and then I could just see the result. I wouldn't do it personally.
I agree. People's personal experiences really like tell you or like aid your curiosity. Do you have something to add on to that, Steph?
Yeah, we can let them be our guinea pigs.
So yeah, that was our podcast on Area 51. I hope you enjoyed it. And this is Callie, Amanda,
And Seb.
Bye.
You and me, beyond the